Shit, I kind of need to. I'm kind of. Hold on, let me put this down a little bit. Goddamn. Yeah, that's a little better. Yeah, that's a little better. Sort of. You know what? I'm trying to think. Oh, fuck it. Shit could definitely. Oh, you feel me? You feel me? All right. Mic check, mic check. I hope y'all can hear me. Yeah, this thing just go to the side. It's all good. Man, mic check. Mic check. Hope y'all can hear me, man. Hope the sound's good. It looked like the sound on it. It looked like these dots going, so I hope the sound working. Let's see. Mic check. Mic check. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. All right, y'all. We lit. Had to make sure that shit working, man. All right, y'all. We about to watch some shit, gang. Dr. Yahweh, bro. He did some. He did an interview, and which one do I want to share? Let's see. First off, let me go to this real quick. I know y'all probably can't see what I'm doing right now, but I'm looking for this video. Can I get this video real quick? Where is it? Where is it? I be hating when I be just watching it, but then it like disappear on foot. I was just watching it. There we go.
Are emotionally intelligent. The next phase is, how do I pose the question to others? How do I?
What's your website, bro?
www.yawakened, Yahki'Awakened.com.
Yahki'S Awakened. Bro, I see why you sell all the stuff you sell, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I want to buy. I've never sat down with somebody and wanted to buy what they selling so bad. This is incredible.
Yeah, y'all, they got good dialogue.
So for the deworming, what do I get here?
If I was you, I'd get the parasite elimination kit.
The parasite elimination kit.
Yeah.
Where's it at?
I'd like to gift that to you though. If you go to the search bar and just type in parasite, it'll pop up. But yeah, let me gift it to you. I'll have it to you by the end of the week.
Oh, thank you. Because I do be having I'm on my health journey, but because I've gotten to a point where I kind of like the way I look, I'm not 100% in love with the way I feel just yet.
Yeah.
But I like the way I look. So because I've been able to shed some fat and things of that nature, I give myself some of the things that I like and I just kind of manage it, right? But I know I probably need to deworm.
Yeah, definitely need to deworm. All of us, we need to, everywhere in the Eastern Hemisphere, they deworm twice a year. We are the only people that don't deworm. Now we're starting to, thank God for TikTok, people like me, Facebook, social media. You know, you got a lot of people that's opinionated now and that's speaking freely without, you know, a fear of something happening to them. So they telling you and they telling all the business that's going on overseas, but they mandated to deworm themselves and we're not. And we have the most pets in our house in the world. Like if you go across the world, the animals stay outside. We got our pets in our bed. They walking across us. We letting them lick our skin, our
It's
face, letting them kiss
ridiculous.
on our babies. And everybody in the house got the same parasites. And we're not even talking about the microbe or the infest.
What he said right there, about us having the dogs, you know what I'm saying? And you know, they be on the bed, they be outside, inside, rolling the dirt, rolling, you feel me? You know, I'm a dog lover myself, you know what I'm saying? But one thing I made sure I did, you know, while being by my dog and stuff like that was like for sure, I got my hair covered up. You know what I'm saying? You see these locks, man? I got these motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, wrapped in something like this. You probably really can't see it, but it's long. It go over all my dreads. You feel me? Cover my whole head. I wear something like that over my head, you know, just so all her fur and stuff is not getting in. And then, you know, dogs are susceptible to ticks and stuff like that. So I definitely, with my long hair, I ain't want no, you know what I mean? I love my baby. At the same time, I don't want no ticks and, you know, different bugs crawling on me. And I don't know what the fuck, you know, where the hell they came from. You feel me? So, um, yeah, you know, having animals, you have to be very careful. You know what I'm saying? He is not lying about them in other countries. In other countries, they love their animals and stuff, but their animals don't be inside with them. You see, them animals be outside. You know what I'm saying? They don't be all inside on the bed, on this, on that. They done probably spread something over here, spread something over here, spread something over there, and you'll never really know. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Bugs are really small, minuscule. So, you know, I wouldn't say don't have a dog, just, you know, clean your dog, bathe your dog appropriately, you know what I'm saying? And when you wash your dog, what I always did when I wash my dog, I got some flea and tick medicine. You can get it from Family Dollar right now. They got them at Family Dollar. You feel me? You get it at Family Dollar right now. They little flea and tick medicine stays on their body for like 3 to 4 months or something like that. You can get that shit for them. You feel me? So, you know, if you have animals, I recommend, you know what I'm saying, just to be on a more, you know, clean side. And you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, you got to walk your dog outside every day. You know what I'm saying? So you could just wash them, but they get back dirty again. You feel me? But don't have them yucky dirty, and then they yucky dirty like that, and all over your stuff and stuff spreading to you, all type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful. You know, and I am a dog lover. I love animals. Gonna be getting me another one soon. You feel me? So, you know, just take care of yourself. You know, for real. You know. And the animals too, you know, try to keep a safe distance between you and them and certain furniture and stuff. You got a dog, get the dog a dog bed. And the only motherfucker that's on that dog bed or gets in that dog bed is the dog. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So the, you know, you got a dog that ain't, oh, that dog could get on the couch, that dog could get up there, that dog could get up there, that dog could get up there. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't really got no place that's really um clean. You know what I'm saying? It could possibly have something on it, you know. And then, you know, bugs can hide on shit like couches and beds, and, you know, so be careful. You feel me? Back to the video.
Station of what you'll call caries and cavitations inside of our mouths. And I was just reading a study about that, and it was saying that if one person in the family have a cavity, the whole family have the same bacteria, and this bacteria is linked to heart disease.
So I finally went to allstate.com. It was so easy to switch.
See, I kind of said what you said, but different. I was like, we need to get rid of this dog. It's dirty.
Yeah.
I feel like it's going to get the kids sick, but I did. I'm glad I'm going to clip this up and send it to my wife. We got to get rid of
So
this
now
dog.
they genetically modifying the dogs. They're making them allergenic, hyperallergenic, where you don't sneeze and stuff from, but it's still the parasite factor because the dog have to go outside to poop. They got to put his hands on that soil, on that grass. It picks up the actual eggs, and then once the egg find a place, it migrate. Usually it starts in the liver, and the liver is where it hatched itself. It goes through the bloodstream, especially if it's a blood fluke like schistosoma. Then it goes to the tissues, and when it goes to the tissues, it starts robbing you of all of your minerals. So parasites can bring on toxicity and deficiency as well because they poop and pee. Then you got to talk about your cells. The body is made of 150 trillion cells. Each of those cells eat. When you eat, your stomach break down these foods. It then go into something called the duodenum, where these little villi at, that goes into blood capillaries. And then all of that nutrition you ate get into your bloodstream, and then it goes to the cells. Your cells then eat that food and burn it for energy. And when the mitochondria burns that food for energy, it creates a byproduct as well. You see what I'm saying? So we have a lot of different working parts in our body. There's no such thing as free energy. When you use something, you create a byproduct. When God created up, down was it just came to be. When you see something that's beautiful, the byproduct of that, something is ugly. When you see something that's fat, something that's skinny, hot, cold. So whenever we're eating and we're creating all of this energy, there's a combustion. And that combustion causes oxidative stress. Oxidative stress, it rusts the cells, it wears out the telomeres. The telomeres are basically these endings on your DNA that keep your DNA living as long as possible. Once those strings start unraveling, the DNA unravel. When the DNA unravel, you die. So if we look at life and everything that's going on, and all the environmental pollutants and everything that is going on in our environments, we are literally killing ourselves. And a beautiful thing about blue zones is blue zones be like, it's not about profit, it's about the people. So I'm thinking we need to create our own blue zones. We need to start buying. We need to come together, use our buying power, and start buying cities and micromanage those cities and create our own blue zones.
I love this, bro.
Because if we don't, we're in for a rude awakening. Literally, right now, 1 out of every 2 people is gonna get cancer in America. That's crazy, man. 1 out of every 2 people. And then when you look at like Okinawa, it's not even a blue zone no more. No more, because they went over there and put McDonald's in fast food restaurants. So now they've been checked out of the blue zone list. The one that's holding up right now is Singapore. And you look at things like Singapore, what they do. Singapore basically banned sugar. They basically banned sugar. And what I mean by ban it, they put a very, very high mandate on it. Meaning in order to get sugar, a bag of sugar out here costs what, $2.49? A bag of pure white sugar, which is very poison. I'm glad you don't know. I was testing you.
No, it's even worse because my wife just go get it. And I'm like, she's bringing it to the crib.
But that same bag of sugar in Singapore, probably about $45.
Dang.
So you're gonna be, I don't want that sugar. But you can get this vegetable for 2 cents. So now which one you gonna choose? You're gonna choose it's the total opposite here. You can go right here and go to McDonald's and go through the drive-through and spend $3 and get a whole meal. But you can go to the store and go to the produce section and spend $100 and get 3 pieces of real food that's healthy for you. So if you look at what's going on, America is flipped upside down. I tell everybody right now, it's called Babylon. It's to babble. It means to confuse. And we are just a very, very confused people. And I'm just here trying to unconfuse us.
I got 2 questions. One, some people aren't going to just change immediately, right?
I want to pause this real quick to say he's right. A lot of people are confused. They don't want to switch it up. They don't want to change it up. You know, you got to, man. Honestly, you know, the body's anatomy, you know, it's a diverse thing. And all I want to say is, do you notice how you go to the hospital if you got insurance or something like that? Unless you got like some really kick-ass insurance and stuff like that, they trying to give you like mediocre stuff to the point you're in your head like, why did I even come to the hospital? Like, I could have stayed at the crib and they could have told me this over the phone and I could have just went and picked up the medicine. I ain't even have to come in. Like, why? You know what I'm saying? Everything that was like real as a regular pill, you know, everything that was real, they basically took it and made a generic version of it. So imagine a regular apple that comes from an apple tree and they take it and they done sprayed something on it, or they done injected something inside of it to preserve it, make it last longer, whatever the case they want to call it. When they do these things are called adding preservatives and stuff to something that's already original and organic. So now we got all this fake food and fake meat. And if y'all recognize McDonald's, that food, you could leave that food in the fridge for a minute and you won't even see mold on it. You won't even see mold. It's not supposed to be like you definitely supposed to see some mold. Even with bread, you see mold. You know what I'm saying? After you get old, once you get, you know what I'm saying, past its time to be ate by, you start seeing mold appear on it. You know what I'm saying? You know, things like that, and they're natural like that. You know, they're not supposed to. They're not. What I'm trying to say is they're not supposed to. They're not supposed to mess your body up. But obviously, everybody's body's messed up. It's because we got so much stuff out here that is not the real thing, and that's where everybody kind of gets, stuck. Oh, bro, I ain't gonna tell you how to eat, but man, I done slowed it down. I be trying to eat like one time a day. You know what I'm saying? And in that one meal, I try to make it a decent meal. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not hungry the next day. Um, I try my best to wake up in the morning and not eat breakfast. I try my best not to eat anything until 1 o'clock because, after listening to Dr. Yahki and stuff like that and other people and professionals, fasting, once your body intakes food, it needs time to digest it. You know what I'm saying? And I never knew, how when you eat, you kind of get that itis. You know what I mean by that itis. It feel good, and then after a while, you get sleepy. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you wake up in the morning, you eat something that basically slows you down, and they call it breakfast. So you're fasting. You're taking a break really fast. You see what I'm saying? And your body is still processing the food that you had the night before. See what I'm saying? So now you done put that right on top of the food that you had the night before. So now it's processing all of this stuff together. And I mean, just go and look outside. Look how many fat people, stuff like that you see. I wouldn't say fat. I don't want to be shaming people and stuff like that. Let me say obese or overweight. I don't want to be shaming anybody, but that's what happens when you have too much bullshit in your body. I just pray that these people could get good enough and get to a decent enough weight that they don't feel heavy. They could do whatever they want. You see these fat people, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I done met some that they're very athletic and stuff like that, and then I done met some with, man, they're stiff as hell. They're stiff. Like bending over is a problem for them, and you would think that they're old as shit. That's why it's like that for them. But no, they're not even that old. They're in their 30s, 20s, going on their 30s, and they're just big. You know what I'm saying? And bending over is terrible for them. Walking up a few flights of stairs, god damn it, they get to the top, boy, they collapse. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, um, everybody should be encouraged to get more healthy. You know what I'm saying? Of course, a lot of people don't know these things, and once you hear something from a guy like this, you probably gonna say to yourself, "Damn, what do I eat?" Like you can still eat, but um, balance. Have a good balance. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm sitting here eating noodles. I got water with me. You know what I'm saying? Them little packets that you put up in there, the little sodium packets, and I'll be putting a little hot sauce on my noodles too. So I make sure that I got water to balance it out. And yeah, this is in a plastic cup, but when I go to the fast food restaurants and stuff, I be saving their little plastic cups or whatever and filling it up with water and stick that joint in the freezer. You know what I'm saying? So brother ain't gotta always go and get some, sometimes the water bottles run out. You know what I'm saying? I be keeping the gallons of milk and stuff and washing them out, and putting the water in them and keeping them cold in the refrigerator. So when a brother need it, a brother come and a brother, and it tastes real good. So, oh dang, I'm tripping. I'm not even supposed to be tripping. I ain't even supposed to be drinking from the straw, cuz. Oh, for that, I just got my teeth done. Oh, for that. Y'all ain't see me do that. Oh, bro, that's gonna be the last time I do that. Oh, for that. For that. But yeah, man. We gonna continue with this video, y'all. Bro.
If there's 3 of the worst things that you can consume, and I was gonna for the new year or whatever, I'm gonna cut out these 3 for the year. What would you pick?
The first thing would be processed foods.
Okay.
All processed foods.
Explain what processed foods.
Processed foods is anything that have an adjective and a preservative on it. If you look at it and it's more, and look, since it's people that's trying to go in slowly, if it have more than 2 ingredients on the bag, right? And if it have any adjectives or preservatives or natural flavorings, don't eat it. If it say natural flavors, don't eat it. Come from a bug anyway. All right. So processed foods. Try to choose.
I was thinking
foods.
processed food was like fast foods, processed food, or
yeah,
chips.
well, no. So that's a chip in fast food is called ultra processed foods. We haven't even talked about ultra processed.
All right, let's
foods.
just start with ultra processed because processed is too much. It's too wide a net. Okay, so first, let's go with ultra
You like me when I heard it. I
Can
say,
explain something
man,
real quick?
what am I supposed to
You go to
eat?
the store, you buy an apple.
Yep.
Unprocessed. You go to the store and you buy applesauce. Processed. Simple. Applesauce. Applesauce have apples in it. Then they add cinnamon to it, and they add sugar and high fructose corn syrup. Applesauce.
Yep.
But why you just can't go to the store and buy 7 pounds of apple? Go to the house, blend them up yourself, and add your own cinnamon to them, and add your own maple syrup, which is going to taste the exact same. It just don't have the additives and preservatives like they added in the applesauce at the store.
That's good.
See,
That's what
a
I'm talking
processed
about,
food.
y'all.
A potato chip. Why don't you just go?
That's what I'm talking about, y'all, right there. Put your mind in it, Okay, I like applesauce. Well, and instead I go get the apples. Peel the apples. Peel them. It's okay. Just like the applesauce. You get the applesauce. What would you do after you eat a little bit of the applesauce? Crack the jar open and eat a little bit, or put a little bit in the bowl and eat some. After you do that, what you do? You put it back in the fridge, right? Bro, go get your apples. Peel them. Take the little stem out of them or whatever in the seed. Crush it up. Cut them up, slice them up, however you do it. And then, got them blend it up till it's all mushy and stuff like applesauce. Put it in the blender. And you know what I'm saying? If it ain't sweet enough, add some honey. I don't recommend sugar though. You feel me? Honey is good. Sugar, no good, no good. Gluten, it's the gluten. It's not good. Not good at all. All right, let's continue.
To the store, buy you some sweet potatoes, chop them up in thin pieces, put some olive oil on it, sprinkle some sea salt on it, turn your oven on to 375 or 400 if you want them crispy, pop them in the oven for about 45 minutes to an hour. You got your own potato chip. Other than going to the store and passing the whole sweet potatoes that don't have any ingredients on it, going to the chip aisle, getting the chip of the sweet potatoes in the bag, and then it got 8 damn ingredients in it, and you can't pronounce 4 of them.
This is true.
See that? So I think we need to bypass the ultra and focus on processed
and everything, y'all.
And
I don't eat none of that
to help
stuff no
y'all.
more.
Try to
hard.
save y'all.
So processed food.
Okay, processed food.
The next one is clean water, man. Clean
Be plain.
water. That's what's really killing us because we
Really?
are drinking contaminated water. Even these bottled waters, they've been finding out. A lot of these companies getting sued. They're putting purified water in your bottles and calling it spring water and calling it all of these other things when they're not.
What's
Or
the
they
safest
have
brand?
Or they have high amounts of arsenic acid. There is no safe brand.
What's the safest?
Safest brand is to pay a person to come in your backyard and dig about 300 feet down and tap in your own groundwater.
Okay, all right. So
Or get a what you'll call a kegging machine.
okay, but so I had a Fiji water. I was like, yo, I got this Fiji water. You're probably not gonna be feeling it. But she was like, oh,
Yeah.
I ain't mad at it.
Yeah, I ain't mad at it.
So okay, if you had to like 3 that I could find in the grocery store without getting somebody to dig a well, and like 3 I definitely got to stay away from. What are those?
I would do Saratoga.
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 Is that the one in
that one, yeah.
The blue, it's in the blue glass.
Blue glass. That joint like
Saratoga.
this big.
I do Saratoga.
Oh,
And,
damn.
man, that's probably about it. Cause all the other glass ones, I just read articles on them last week. They got high arsenic acid in it.
Dang.
That's what I'm saying, man. Look, environmentally, man, we messed up, man.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck
All right.
everything.
So Saratoga.
Saratoga. Okay.
So clean water.
Clean water, unprocessed food.
Unprocessed
What's
foods.
number 3?
Number 3, and this is gonna save y'all life. Avoid seed oils at all costs.
Seed oil.
Seed oils.
What's that in?
seed oil, soybean oil, grapeseed oil, sunflower oil. Stay away from seed oil because they have high levels of linoleic acid in it, and it inflames the whole tissues. It causes fatty liver disease. It causes non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. It causes arteriosclerosis. It causes tartar and plaque to build up in the artery walls. It causes erectile dysfunction. It causes diabetes from the liver. You have two types of diabetes. You got diabetes that happen from the pancreas, and then you have diabetes that happens from the liver. And seed oil is highly oxidative. It will oxidate the hell out of you. And all oxidation means is cellular rusting. And rust is how people get old. That's how people age. Those wrinkles in them brown spots you're starting to see, it's kind of like a banana starting to ripen. And the clinical word for that is called glycation. It's when it's called the browning thereof, where your tissues start to cook from the inside out very slowly. And when you fully cook, you die. That's called oxidative stress.
All right. What's worse, bread or sugar?
Well, bread is sugar and sugar is bread. So both.
Damn.
I mean,
because bread is a grain. The grain is full of carbohydrates. The carbohydrates break down into sugar.
Now I say this about the bread. When it comes to the bread, I still enjoy a good sandwich on some mother's bread. You see what I'm saying? I get the mother's loaf in the orange, in the orange packaging. Before I get the mother's loaf bread, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, brother be eating sandwiches, nigga, with the pickles on it. You feel me? And everything. You feel me? So, oh, bro, pickles, piece of cheese on there, and the meat, of course. You feel me? And some mayonnaise and some mustard. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna say, I ain't gonna say too much, but try to be as healthy as possible with it and don't overdo it. You know what I'm saying? Don't take it too far. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Bro, we go keep this playing on, bro. Yeah, he hitting a lot of good points because yeah, that sugar is gluten. It's gluten. The bread is gluten. He's right about that. I still haven't found the switch on. Okay, so if no bread, then so no bread at all. But it's crazy. Everybody and their mama grew up off bread. You ain't got no more buns in the house. You ain't got no more hot dog buns. What you go do? You go run in that refrigerator, man, and you go get you some motherfucking goddamn, you get you some regular bread and you put it on that motherfucker, put your sauce and you eat it, right? Oh, for damn grades. So it's just crazy, But ask yourself how many problems you've been having throughout your childhood, strains and stuff that's been happening in your body you ain't been able to explain. You know what I'm saying? Going to the doctor, still nothing changing, because there's something else you got to change. You know what I'm saying? So, just try your best to balance everything out that you do, because too much of any one thing could take your ass out of here. And that's just being real. It can cause a really big problem. Too much of the same thing. So make sure you always have a good balance.
Sugars, complex sugars at that. They're called polysaccharides.
Okay.
But I will say this. The bread in America is totally different from the bread in Africa.
Mm-hmm.
We've been doing our own study where people travel around Africa. I'm connected to a lot of people over there, and they come to America, eat the same exact thing, they gain weight and they get inflamed. They go to Africa and eat the same exact thing that they ate in America, they lose weight and become inflamed. So it shows you that it's the ingredients again. Yeah. They're selling and producing whole foods out there, but they producing processed foods here. So I'm not knocking bread in the world. I'm knocking bread in the European states. I'm knocking bread here. Bread in Russia versus bread in America is two total different breads. And notice they got different ingredients.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't like you can't have bread. You feel me?
I'm a very weak person.
The right type of bread.
And
crazy.
I'm gonna like cut out a few things for the next 30 days.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of crazy because it's like everything we done had over our childhood, like it's a main ingredient that is came from. Like it's all these different types of breads out here. You see what I'm saying? It's more than just mother's loaf. It's wheat, all these other different ones, with different company names on them. but the bread got gluten in it. Know what I'm saying? You go out there and out of the country and stuff like that, you'll get real bread. None of all that BS up in it and a gang of sugar and all it. No, it's totally different from over there versus over here. You know what I'm saying? Kind of make you think, damn, I need to go out the country, right? Sometimes you think to yourself, like, man, these people outside the country, they ain't got it that bad, man. You know what I'm saying, Joe? They got the healthier food. You know what I'm saying? Shit, what the fuck? They got the healthier food. That mean they got the longer lives. You feel me? So just crazy to think about, man. You know, the world is a fucking scam, bro. Like, shit is crazy, bro. Anyway, let's continue. Probably take this take this a little bit further. Did after that, yeah.
Okay.
First one would be sugar. All sugar.
So
Cut
no
out
sweets,
all
no
sugar.
no.
Only sweets you can have is natural sweets, and that's from your fruits.
Okay.
All right. So I cut out sugar. I'll cut out bread. I'll cut out fried food, and I'll cut out anything other than water or natural fruit juices.
And that'd be a good like starting point.
You would drop so much weight and you'll start feeling your anus itch because they coming out. It ain't nothing. They say there ain't no reason me living. Ain't no reason me living up in here no more. They ain't feeding me what I want. So it's looking for an exit. So you start getting you start getting anus itching. That's them parasites trying to come out.
Bread, sugar, fried food, and clean water. That would be a good start.
Yeah.
Say pause.
Someone order a college degree program? There's a college in there. Hey, I just deliver life upgrades. Just sign here.
You know.
Okay.
I see what you're doing for your
I'm
followers.
trying to help them out, bro,
really
because they like, bro, I ain't getting nobody to dig no well. Okay. Yeah. And all processed food is tough. But and for me, I had to just start somewhere. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't a night and day thing. It's like, okay, I know I can refrain from this one thing right now.
Yeah, I mean, just do what the Blue Zones did. If you still eat meat, cut down on your meat. Make sure your meat is grass-fed and only eat 5 pounds. 5 pounds grass-fed a month.
Okay, all right. So here's the problem. Not a problem. But I'm on a I'm trying to bulk up. Mm-hmm. So I'm told to eat a certain amount of protein. And what I'm doing is I'm doing like a pound and some change of like ground turkey or chicken every day.
See, that's way too much, man. That's gonna mess up your colon. That's gonna mess your colon up. Just get more protein from your dark leafy green vegetables. Add quinoa in it.
Either,
remember,
man.
that's an essential complete. It got all 9 amino acids. Because all you need is isoleucine. That's gonna help you with hemoglobin formation. You're gonna need histidine. That's gonna help you build muscle and repair muscle tissue. You're gonna need lysine. You're gonna need threalanine, methionine. All your essential amino acids you don't have to get from meat. You can get them from vegetable sources. You just need to study whole complete foods that come from vegetables. You know, and quinoa is a major one. Chickpeas is another major one, or what they call garbanzo beans.
And I want to say that's the thing that I'm working on, like identifying all of these, like you just said, the original sources of where they come from, so I can see how best to get that type of stuff. It's because you see what we got in the stores today. It's really hard to get exactly what he's talking about. You know what I'm saying? And you're not in the right neighborhood or whatever the case may be. So you gotta, like that's why I said the balance. You know what I'm saying? You know, you might not be able to make it to the spots that got real whole food. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, you know, you gotta be careful, man. Read everything now, you know. I used to be in and out going in the store. Now I be in the store 2, 3, 4 hours sometimes. I'm looking at shit and I'm reading the back of it and putting shit back and bro, you know what I'm saying? For real, Joe, because before anything, if anything happened, I want to be able to help people. I want to be healthy enough to be able to help people. I want to be healthy enough to be able to help myself. See what I'm saying? I can swim, walk, run, kick, God damn it. Anything you can imagine I can do. Backflip, front flip, it don't matter. I can do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to get more fit. We got to get back in it. You know what I'm saying? So we can have more longevity, and our kids can too, you know. If all they grow up off of is the junk and stuff like that, they're really not going to want to switch it up. And it's going to be real hard to get them to switch it up under your, you see what I'm saying? It's going to be hard, man. So So I say, if you got kids, give it to them a little bit at a time. You feel me? Because, you know, they already done ate so much. You feel me? It's going to be hard for them to make that dominant switch, especially if that's not what's in the house for them to eat when they come home. You know what I'm saying? And if you can't get that, or you don't know where to go to get it from, you know, y'all got to settle for certain things. So, but even with settling for certain things, have a good balance, you know, a good balance of how you're right, for sure.
You can even eat other beans that break down easy. I'm gonna give you a list, but it's things that you can eat where you can still reach your protein goals without the acidic blowback, or what you will call carbonic acid and uric acid that you're gonna get from eating that meat. And that uric acid coming, and when it builds up, it hurt like hell, and you start feeling it in your joints, your wrists. You'll feel it having lower back pains because it's straining on your kidneys. Me personally, I have never seen a so-called African American do good with eating meat. I haven't seen it. Yes, you will look good, you'll trim out, you will bulk up, but for how long? Until you come in to see Dr. Yahki'.
Okay, that changed a lot.
So if I was you, like let me
That
I
for
can
real, you
put you
gonna
on a
see it
good
ain't
program,
working.
and you can see for
Working
yourself.
on-
You still be able to bulk
working
up and do everything you need to do and feel good.
Y'all need to.
I need a good program.
I got
Because the
you.
only thing I know is this 208 pounds or grams of protein that I need every day to start bulking up based on the path I'm on.
Well, so the protein is not what bulks you up though. The whole point of protein is to rebuild the destroyed tissues that you destroyed when you was working out. Don't get me wrong, you can eat protein all day, but if you not stressing your muscles, you're not gonna bulk anyway.
Yeah, of course. And I am in the gym.
So now I'm just trying to show you what the protein is for though. So the protein is not for the bulking. The protein is for the muscle repair. What's going to grow your muscle is you stressing that muscle. That's the only thing that grows muscle, is you stressing that muscle and you damaging the tissues. And then the protein just rebuild that tissue. And since it rebuilds, and then know that you're going to destroy it again, they say, I'm just going to rebuild myself bigger and stronger. The minerals sticks them tissues together. So minerals act as salts. These salts act as solvents. They act like a glue that stick amino acids together. When minerals meets amino acid, you create protein. It's called a complex polypeptide. That's what helps build the actual muscle up. But what's going to make the muscle bigger is you stressing it and tearing it to shred and letting lactic acid break it down. And you working through your bone, you working through those burns of that lactic acid. This then signals what you are called the human growth hormone. And the human growth hormone is what's going to grow your muscle and bulk you up. Now, of course, muscles are very, very hungry, especially your legs. Your legs eat twice as much glucose and proteins than your arms. And that's the reason why you have to work your legs more. Like if you doing, I say, a 3-set 20 repetition on your arms, you got to do twice as much on your legs, because you're not going to see the definition of your legs before you see it in your arms. So once you start realizing how muscle eat, then you'll be able to feed them right. So you're going to need carbohydrate, because your muscle is not, what makes a muscle is not protein. What makes a muscle look big is the water content that's in the muscle. So the more water you have in the tissue, the bigger it appears. So muscle needs carbohydrates. To rebuild those tissues to make it firm, it needs amino acid structures, or what they call protein. Protein is a very dangerous word. So I like to say simple amino acid structures. What keep it all together and forms what you would call a cation or anion, and make it electrical and make it magnetic, would be the actual minerals. And then what makes them fire off well would be the vitamins or vital minerals that's a part of it. So you got to ask the gorilla, how is the gorilla forearm so big? How these the most muscular primates in the jungle? And the only they don't eat meat. Every now and then, if they get real starved out, they eat some ants or some bugs. Other than that, they not. You ain't finna see it track down a gazelle like a lion. They eat bamboo shoots, they eat a bunch of fruits, and they eat tons of vegetables. And these are the strongest, most muscular primates in the jungle. And they do what you would call functional training. They don't work out. They workouts be what I do. I do a bunch of kettlebell training. I work out just like a gorilla. They run, they jump, they swing, they do push-ups about how they gallop. So they're doing functional training, and you will get more out of your workouts doing that. Instead of just straight strength training, do strength training, but do it with rotations and mix it in with functional training.
Got it.
Awaken to a world of wonder in Final Fantasy XIV.
All right, y'all. That's it for now, man. Holla back at y'all, man.